Welcome back to Kiki with the Real Ones. We have a real one today because day by day, more news is coming out, and we are talking about what everybody is talking about in the Bravoverse.
Yep.
West and Ciara and Amanda. It's really West and Amanda.
West and Amanda.
And poor Ciara.
Poor Ciara. Team Ciara all day.
Okay. So let's give our real ones a backstory of everything.
Of everything. Okay.
Just to catch him up, like, what's the TLDR quick 2-minute, like, how did we get here?
So we've got first the longer relationship of Kyle and Amanda.
Yes.
Been together 10-ish years. I think married around 4. So currently married. We're in the 10th season of Summer House.
And Kyle started Summer House. I was looking at the picture from season 1 yesterday, and there are only 3 originals on there that are still there: Kyle, Carl, and Lindsay.
Yeah. Isn't that wild?
I know. So
That's crazy.
They brought us in.
They brought us in, and it's been amazing.
Yeah.
Every season's gotten better. But basically, they're married. West just came in, 2 seasons ago?
Yeah, I think this is his third.
Third, right? And you loved him. Second season.
I just started to like him, actually.
And then now I liked him this season.
I got bamboozled. I knew it.
Absolutely.
I really was like not feeling him at all, especially him and Jesse.
Yeah, I didn't like that friendship because we're not fans of Jesse. But basically, West came in. Ciara came in how many seasons ago? She's been in it for a minute.
This is probably her...
fifth or sixth?
Fifth or sixth season.
She's been in it majority, halfway there, right? Ciara, best friends with Amanda.
Friends lightly.
Right. Couple of bed bugs, they call them.
Yeah.
But she was there for Amanda through all of her trials, tribulations throughout this entire marriage.
Yeah.
She is just a real one.
She's a real one. And the marriage, Amanda and Kyle's marriage, has been very bumpy. Rocky, because Kyle, he's like 43 now. He came in, and I think this started like 10 years ago. So he was like early 30s. Amanda, I believe, is like 10 years younger than him.
Yeah, I want to say something around there.
And Kyle is a huge partier. And Amanda came in, like, she was a young 20. She was fine with it. But I think over the time, she was just like, okay.
When and in most relationships, I mean, especially when you're approaching your 30s, like that's when the partying is okay to a point. When you keep moving on, you should expand. She wanted the family, let's just slow all of that down. Let's get the family, let's get married and build something instead of partying all the time.
And he clearly wasn't just in the space for it. And then the cheating, he's cheated on her a number of times, and she just stayed. And everyone told her, why are you with this man? First of all, you guys were together 7 years, and then you got married. So, like, you dealt with this. At this point, Amanda,
you should have known. Should have known. But, and it was when he was out partying, making poor decisions, staying out till 4, 6, 8 a.m., then cheating on her and not being blackout drunk, not remembering things, have to find out from someone else. Like, that's just not cool. Right. Especially at his age. Like we said, they started this when he was around 33.
He's grown.
You're already grown. Like, what are you doing?
He was doing a lot.
A lot. But then Ciara and West, when West first came on the spot, they hit it off. I loved their banter together. They were great. It looked like Ciara was falling in love for him. They went back to, I think he's from Iowa. He's a Midwest kid.
He's from the Midwest somewhere. Kansas City.
Somewhere. Maybe. And he brought her back home. Like, it was a big deal for her. Yeah. And it did not work out.
It didn't work out. And it was like a sad, I don't even know if they were official. Were they like
right? I don't think they ever were truly official, but everybody knew that they were kind of
they were
growing
together.
To that point. They never said it.
So West's first season of Summer House was him trying to get with Ciara. Pretty much, they're growing closer, but Ciara would not show anything. Like, she's very demure. She was keeping it classy on camera. Nothing really happened with them seriously until after the season. And then I guess after the season, I think they had like a few month string. I'm not sure how long it lasted. I want to say 6 months where they were together and fell in love and sealed the deal. And then he kind of like broke up with her because this is his first season. He started to get famous pretty much in like the reality world.
Little boy.
And he basically, in so many words, said, well, like, I don't want this to hold me back. Like, I have my whole career ahead of me. And Ciara was heartbroken over it.
Yep. And then he went out and put out a full article about how he doesn't have feelings for her. And mind you, he didn't even give her the heads up that that was about to happen. I'm not even sure where or why West's head was where it was in that. Like, none of that makes any sense. Immaturity. I don't know. But that really hurt her even more to do that. And then for her to find out through the news, to find out from other people when you thought you had this closeness and just be real with her.
Yeah.
And he wasn't.
He just embarrassed her. And so that was like 2 seasons ago.
Yeah.
Or was that last season?
So last season, she then had to deal with seeing him every day and living in a house with him every weekend. And she was rightfully so, shut the door on him. Fun between those two.
Yeah, she was just you're cut off, we're not cool, and it was
Right.
very like tense between them. And he plays this like innocent, oh, like I'm nice, you have to love me, I'm so charming, and obviously all these girls do for some reason, and he charms the pants off of them. And he just played this like, oh, how could you hate me? I'm so sorry, blah, blah, blah. The whole season last season. This season, he's starting to do the same thing. But Ciara is falling into his charming ways and starting to like let him push those boundaries and like flirt with him. You could tell she's just like, well, I know that this is how he acts when he likes somebody. And I'm like, no, Ciara.
You kind of see it all start to happen again.
Yeah.
And so that's pretty much West and Ciara, Kyle and Amanda. But now there's more. In real time, while this season is actually being aired on television, which it was 6 months ago they filmed, because it's in July.
Last summer,
last summer. You hear about Kyle and Amanda's separation. There's talks of divorce. You hear that. You can see the tension on the episodes and how awkward it is to live with them and the fighting. But now in real time, they're talking about their separation. It unfolds, and now there's rumors about Wes and Amanda. And you see pictures of them. People are saying they're holding hands under a table while Kyle is there, and everybody's hanging out, but she's always with him. And then days later, now we're at a point where it's come to the light.
These rumors started in February.
In February. And in February, mind you, the Super Bowl happened.
Yes.
And that was when Ciara was there with Wes. But we then thought the world, we saw that and we're like, maybe this is when they're coming back. Like, maybe this is good, because I want Ciara to be happy. No matter who that man is, I want her to be happy, and she deserves to be treated like a queen. So if it's going to be West, so be it.
If he can do
right.
that.
So I thought maybe this was it. Like, okay, maybe he realized, like, man, I messed up. I had a real one here.
But that's what he knew. Wes knew that the fandom was eating it up. So, like, why are you stringing the fandom along for this time? Like, giving people hope that you and Ciara could rekindle things? Because they, like, give breadcrumbs, and, like, this season they're flirting, and he says, like, he misses her. All at the same time, he's banging Amanda, allegedly. But, like, it's just so crazy. And that's why over the last few days, I'm like, is this PR? Are we all getting punked? Because I don't understand. First of all,
fools right now.
Those rumors came out, and they started in January. And then the day before this season started, Amanda announced her separation from Kyle. It was just like clockwork, like, oh, we're about to have the season premiere. I'm going to announce my separation.
Right.
Is that like that was obviously calculated.
Right.
What are you, like, what's the thing behind that? Because now we know that they have been separated since at least November, because she confirmed that on Watch What Happens Live.
And we pay attention to all the Instagram, and with them not being together in Thanksgiving or Christmas, you kind of see the ball rolling there.
Yeah. The rumors of Kyle and Amanda's demise started really after last season, like last fall.
Yeah.
And obviously they weren't together. So January, they announced their separation. February, rumors started circulating about about Amanda and West. And Dumois, who is like a very, you go to Dumois for the tea. She's been writing about it. So it's like.
So there's got to be truth to it.
There's been some
that's
smoke.
Where we're here now.
We're here.
And rumors are rumors, right? They could be false. But let me tell you, when there are rumors out there, I'm not out there famous in reality TV, right? Yeah, but I would like to think if people were talking about me and it's not true, I'm coming out saying something. I'm going to make a statement immediately, especially if it involved my best friend and she could potentially be hurt. Like that, it would be just instant. I wouldn't wait. What are you waiting for? Like, there's nothing to wait for. So the fact that Amanda's just silent for some odd days, weeks, West silent for the same amount of time, that was odd. That's almost fueling more fire to these rumors, because why are we not talking about it? Why are we not?
Is that what they wanted? Did you want everybody to keep talking about it? Is that why you just like, okay, let's plan? Like, this was such a PR move. They posted a joint post on Instagram stories.
Right.
About like, they didn't even reference each other. They're like,
no, and that I couldn't stand either.
I'm going to pull it up.
Pull it up. I was going to say I'm going to bring my phone out, but we're using that.
I don't even know. It was stories.
Can you get our text messages on there?
Yeah.
Or you sent it to me on TikTok, because I sent a screenshot because I was so shooketh.
Okay.
Yep.
So they both said, we've seen the growing online speculation. So while this is still very new, we wanted to provide some clarity. First of all, who's we?
Right. Say who it is.
Say it with your chest.
Right.
At this
10
point,
toes down.
a lot of dancing around shit. So, okay. So given it was never our intention, who's our, I lost my track. I'm talking shit and I lost where I am. It was never our intention to purposely hide anything. Given the complicated relationship dynamics involved and the scrutiny that comes with being on a reality show, we needed a little space to process things privately before speaking on it. We've shown up for each other as friends over the years through all the highs and lows, and what's developed recently was the last thing either of us expected. Our connection grew out of a genuine, long-standing friendship, which made it especially important for us to approach this with care. That was PR. That was totally PR. Of
100.
course, they're taking the angle of like, we're friends that leaned on each other and like we
100%.
fell in love and like we couldn't help this. We tried to make it not happen, but like we just fell in love as friends.
This isn't a Hallmark movie. This is real life. There are real people, there are real feelings involved. And if you're a real one, which clearly she is not, how are we now? Why do I care? And trust me, I don't want any ill will to happen to anybody. But like, why are we caring about your feelings in this when that was your best friend's ex?
Who she didn't mention. She didn't
even mention her.
That they hurt.
Yeah.
At all.
Like, and why am I caring about yours? What? That whole entire statement infuriates me. So I can only imagine how Ciara would feel.
I know. And then she goes, as our feelings evolved, we wanted to take time to understand exactly what we were feeling. We also recognize that this has had an impact beyond just us. That's all. That's your like subtext of mentioning the people that you hurt, like your best friend and your husband. First of all, your husband.
Yeah.
You announced your separation a month before the rumors started, meaning it definitely started before that.
100%.
I bet there was overlap.
Percent.
So was all of this discussed before? Just the math isn't mathing, and I want the timeline.
Yes, I want the 100% timeline.
Yeah. We also recognize that this has had an impact beyond just us and never wanted our actions to cause any hurt or be perceived as careless. We truly appreciate the understanding and respect as we navigate this. They both posted the exact same thing on Instagram stories. Copy paste, screenshot. So calculated and timed.
Absolutely.
It seemed like their cast knew about it. Jesse, I guess he's been telling people for months.
Yes.
He's been telling people for months. He's been messy. And then like yesterday, I bet you they told everybody, or maybe their publicist, I don't know, someone told the cast like, okay, they're going public with this tomorrow. Because yesterday or the day before, you saw the cast like posting memes of their faces.
Everyone.
So it's like they knew it was coming.
Everyone. Lindsay came out. Carl, KJ, even Danielle. First of all, you ain't even here anymore. No. Even Danielle came out.
I know.
Like a bunch of people, even people that aren't even on Summer House. Boston Rob posted a picture of him and Ciara. There are a lot of people out there in reality right now. Like, Ciara, you have a village.
She's supported.
You have a lot of people that are here for you.
Yeah.
But that's blowing my mind that you play this victim-ish role of, we just couldn't help it.
Yeah.
We needed to navigate our feelings. Why is it so hard for some women or men to just not go after an ex or a current of any of your friends or family?
You know why? Because some women, like Amanda, are male-centered.
That blows my mind.
They're male-centered. They're very much like, he's picking me. I feel like she felt like, oh, Wes picked me over Ciara. Like, this whole narrative is going around about him pining over Ciara. He picked me. Like, this is a male-centered, low self-esteem ass fake friend.
fake.
That's what it is. And nobody else acts like that.
Like, that's crazy to me. There are billions of people in this world.
Yeah.
You had to choose that one. Even if those feelings are there, you can't just be like, no, man, I would never do that to my girl. Like, I'm not understanding any of this.
But in all of this, does she think that West is ready to settle down? Because he's basically Kyle 10 years ago.
Literally.
You're about to go through the same thing, and you're not 10 years younger. So if you ever wanted kids, is it going to be West? Are you guys,
Right.
and then after a statement like this, you guys, are you going it? Y'all go together? Like,
Right.
Is
that
serious?
it? Like, because when's the divorce happening? When's that going to be final?
Yeah.
Are you and Wes now boyfriend? Like, what is happening?
She's going to be made a fool if he chews her up and spits her out.
100%. And I guarantee that happens.
And she's going to
100%. Because the negative PR that this is bringing already.
Yeah.
And then after that, and then once we get to the reunion.
Oh my goodness. I can't
like,
wait.
Those two, they're like, there's no way you're going to make it out of that.
She's going to look like Boo Boo the Fool.
Yeah.
And she's going to be broken.
A lot of people are comparing this to Scandival. And it's got some little sprinkles of it. It's not entirely that. But Raquel, like, she's giving those kind of vibes. How Raquel was best friends with Ariana.
Just moving, slimy.
And just slimy and being there for your friend. And then just underneath all of it. And again, we need the timeline because I want to know how long this has been happening for. And how long she has just been, Ciara, I love you, blah, blah, blah. And meanwhile, I'm going after West and not telling you about it. But then also trying to push you towards West as like a move to just knowing it's not going to happen. So it's almost like that's just deflection and that she's trying to use it as a mirror. So no one would think like me and West are here doing this. But having that be the same thing as Scandival is wild to me because where's Raquel? That's about to be you, Amanda. And you could have really
fumbled.
You absolutely fumbled at the goal line because you were right there. You were about to literally ascend.
Like Ariana did.
Like Ariana, because your husband was just, did he not sleep with your best friend? No. Okay.
Yeah.
But like, it just wasn't working out. And he wasn't looking good after this.
She was getting brand deals. I heard she was losing brand deals now. Like brands are dropping her and nagging her about it. But like through this terrible marriage where everyone knew that she was getting treated like shit, she finally stood up for herself and left. And she was about to ascend, like you said. Like she probably would have gotten hosting, like she probably would have gotten a show, like she could have done. Her
swimsuit line could have then blew up, even like so many things could have blown up positively for her. And I've never seen such a quick turnaround.
And now you're gonna be the villain and you're throwing it away for West. I hope they stay together forever after this. Like, I hope it's worth it. I hope it's worth it for you because that was a crazy fumble.
That's crazy.
She's going to look like Boo Boo the Fool if he leaves her because now all of these reports are coming out about him with other dime pieces.
And I can see that absolutely happening. Why do we do this? Like, I'm not understanding. I'm just so lost.
Male-centered, I'm telling you.
I'm so lost at this.
You don't have self-control because if something happened, even like a drunken night where like something happened between y'all, that's when you make the grown-up decision. Cut it off. Tell Ciara. This was a mistake. Like, I'm 100%. Gonna distance myself from him because like in the grand scheme of things, think about your future. Is this gonna be your future? Right. Or are you going to become a villain and ruin your relationship with Ciara for this fling?
And you're going to tell me you don't have any other friends? That you needed that, like, we found genuine feelings, blah, blah, blah. Like, that was your only source?
Yeah. And so now I want to go back to the episode 1 of this season and watch it from a different lens because they are really close this season.
Yeah. I started it. I only saw, like, the first 10 minutes before I was coming here. And, I mean, your very first shot playing the Vanderpump Rules song is kind of just editing with Bravo. They're brilliant. They're always so perfect.
They're on it.
But what they do before they go to Summer House every weekend is they drive each other up there. Tell me why Ciara's the one picking up Amanda.
Yeah. And that's why, again, people are saying that before, I guess their story is this season is when Amanda and Kyle figured out that they were going to separate. Like, I don't know if we're going to see that conversation play out. I'm not sure. But there's also speculation that they were separated before the season because, like, Amanda is clearly over him. Like, all season,
100%
she's been kind of mean to him. Like, rightfully so on a lot of it because, like we said before, and I stand by it, like, he said he's been gone every weekend since January, and now it's the summer, and he wants all the attention from her. So every weekend since January, she's been at home, probably not alone, and learning to live without him. So now it's summer, the cameras are on, and he's like, okay, this is our time. We're finally in a house together and we're forced. I'm not at work. So like, I need all your attention. And she's just like, I'm over you.
Yeah,
like,
she's like, I'm done.
Yeah.
You lost me.
I've been obviously getting attention from other people, and he doesn't like it.
No. And here we were initially like, go ahead and be selfish, girl. You deserve that now.
Yeah.
Especially if your husband isn't seeing you. Like, he does not see you at all. So you're basically invisible. So do your thing. But meanwhile, did we know what do your thing she was doing?
Do your thing.
So she was being real. I mean, I wanted her to be selfish because we all deserve happiness. But this is the most selfish thing I have ever seen.
And it's sad. He made a comment to West because West is also being her strongest advocate against Kyle this season.
Yeah, we just saw that last episode.
More so than ever. He's stepping up and he's really consoling her. And just like the way that they touch each other, they're very familiar with each other.
When she was walking through the hallway, she caressed his arm as she like was letting go. It was odd.
Yeah. It was odd. They have a certain sense of closeness to them that nobody else has. Okay. And Kyle said she's spent more time with you over the last 6 months than me.
Yeah.
So like timeline.
There we go. We're getting more of it.
I feel like there's been overlap and it's not looking good. So Danielle, she took a W in all of this.
She did.
There's a recording of a previous season where they were going around and playing a game, and Danielle was asked, who from this group do you trust the least? And then it pans to Amanda, just like kind of lit, I think, not really paying attention. And she's like, well, I mean, as far as people being like a wild card and me not knowing what they're going to do, Amanda.
Boom.
And then Lindsay was like, agreed.
Yep. And in that moment, we were like, dang, that was kind of...
And Amanda immediately cried.
Immediately cried. And she's like, what? Me?
Yeah.
How could you? And then that's when I think Lindsay and Carl at that moment were dating, right?
Maybe
they had just started and they were in the house now, because then Kyle explodes on Lindsay more so than Danielle. I'm not understanding how that happened, but they all wanted Carl to stick up for
Lindsay catching
Lindsay,
strays.
but they were right.
She was right. So Danielle, give credit where credit is due. She was right. Because that is some slimy behavior.
Slimy behavior.
I feel like little crumbs of information have been dropping. Okay, so Dave Portnoy, when all of this was going on, Dave Portnoy of Barstool tweeted, like, why is everyone talking about this? This is old news. Chicken Fry told me about this at the Super Bowl, not understanding the gravity of what he was saying. And so now people have a further timeline. So like at least at Super Bowl, they were confirmed with friends.
Which is crazy because who was at the Super Bowl together?
Ciara and West.
So it's almost like West still playing that card of them trying to just have that image of they're hiding. But yet everybody, like, this is wild.
And then I heard that West and Ciara recently have been trying to make it work. They've been back talking again and seeing if they can make it work recently.
West doesn't give a rat's ass about any one of these women.
But these women, what the hell?
What are we doing?
Basically, that's y'all's boyfriend.
Like, because I can't. Like, why are we pining over him again?
So that makes it worse because he was talking to Ciara again recently, and now him and Amanda, like, ugh, it's messy.
Didn't West post a picture, I believe, on his story? I think they were at Lindsay's and they were playing with a Gemma.
I didn't see that.
And Ciara was on the ground, like, with the kid, and there was, like, other people around.
I didn't see that. I got to get back on Instagram. I don't watch Instagram in real time. I only watch it when people repost the tea.
Right.
I see it usually on TikTok, and I'm like, man, stuff goes down on Instagram. Right. People be checking, this person unfollowed this person. I'm like, damn, y'all be on it.
There was a picture Ciara posted where she was just looking banging, and West commented on it positively, like that had happened. But me, all the while, he's like messing with Amanda.
And then I think right after Super Bowl, Ciara tweeted something that said, girls who move weird make my fucking skin crawl.
Yeah.
So who was that about?
Yeah.
It's just really...
And this is what I'm telling you in 2026, in this moment right now, I need Paige DeSorbo. I need her to come on out and say something. Pick a side. I think she did go out because Hannah Berner had come out and said something.
Justice for Hannah. At this point. She's not even my favorite, but at this point, that's another W for her.
Right. Absolutely. And Paige then kind of piggybacked off that, but like, I need more actual direction. I need to see you people. I need to see you type these things out. I need to see it all. That's what I need.
We need more than breadcrumbs.
Yes. I can't take the just beating around a bush. We, our, like, I need actual names, timelines, receipts. I need all of
Proof. So how much of this is like organic and genuine, and how much of it is PR controlled? Because even someone said Carl has even entered the chat, and Carl doesn't get in a mess.
No.
So like he's posting stuff. So like, what is this? What is happening?
Yeah.
That's why the last couple of days I'm like, I don't know. It feels like we're getting played because everything
Right.
seems so calculated. The whole cast together, things are dropping before the premiere. Now things are dropping. We're going to go into the reunion. It's like, what?
And the only person, I mean, you're not getting out of this positively, but like, no one's paying attention to Kyle anymore being a terrible husband.
But what about Kyle?
Like, no one's paying attention to that anymore.
I feel bad for Kyle,
Like,
honestly.
it's, because that sucks, because West was your friend. And if this was happening behind your back.
That was her. That was his wife.
His wife, yeah. Both.
And that's her friend, but like, yeah, nobody's concerned about
Nobody's
Kyle.
concerned whatsoever about Kyle. Like,
And Jesse's over there with his teeth. He knew the whole time, I bet.
I guarantee you he knew that whole time. And that's probably why he was asking about if he could make out with Ciara. Because she's free game now.
Yeah.
Because West is over here with Amanda.
Why
and I'm
would
not
you
allowed
care?
to talk about it.
Why would you care? Was he the decoy that got sent in, like Schwartz? Like Schwartz was taking stuff for Tom and
Yeah.
being the scapegoat was Jesse. Jesse was sent in as a plant to distract us from everything. Meanwhile, Amanda and Wes are holding hands under the table.
Holding hands.
Ain't that some shit?
Can't you just... I can't with Amanda. If this is all true, and I'm in a very high percentage of it being true now.
No, it's 100% true.
Like, I just still... Remember last time we spoke about this? I wish it wasn't true.
Yeah.
Because I can't. When girls do this to other girl, I can't.
I know.
Especially when you're best friends.
It's sick behavior.
It's sick behavior because I don't understand it because I would never be in that position.
Yeah.
And she's just out here, could care less about homegirls.
Even their post, because even after this dropped, I'm like, I don't understand why she didn't reference tag West. And I was like, I don't know. Like, are we still getting played? Because she put this post out. She didn't say West. She said we. And I'm like, I don't get it. Why isn't she saying West? And then West posted the same thing. I'm like, okay, I guess.
Yeah. If West didn't, is there any way that there's like, is it Ben?
April?
Is it someone else? Like,
Right.
anyone else? But if West does the same thing, word for word, that's...
How many episodes are left in this season, you think?
I don't know. I think we have 9 total now, or 8. We're waiting for 9, or 9 waiting for 10.
I wonder when
But we haven't even seen the episode where Kyle explodes and then him and Carl go at it. That hasn't even happened yet. What if he's exploding on West the whole time?
I wonder when they're
That would
filming
be awesome.
the reunion. Also, what is going to happen at the reunion? Because
I need Andy to ask all of the questions.
he posted, oh, and that was another thing. Every time there's a reunion for any show, Andy posts on his socials, do you guys have any questions for the reunion? So I think the same day, yesterday, he posted, we're getting ready to film. Do you have any questions for the cast? That's a huge, like, coincidence that
On the
he
same day.
asked that. So it's like they're perpetrating this drama.
Yep.
And like, yes, we're feeding into it. I don't want to, but I can't help it.
I can't help it.
I don't want to,
It's
but like
everywhere. Everything on my entire TikTok screen is everybody. I'm at work and I can't stop thinking about West and Amanda.
I just like
I need to know.
because breadcrumbs of information keep coming out.
Yep. And it was little by little. And then now it's exploding. And it makes me feel dumb. Because if this has been happening for this long, I don't like that.
And Ciara was pictured sitting on the ground in New York City in front of like a designer store, Hermes maybe, like being distraught. And there was some guy consoling her.
Right.
After this dropped, Ciara, stand up, please.
Please. So much better.
Yeah. Yeah. I want Ciara to get the Ariana arc.
Absolutely. And it's crazy because it could have been you, Amanda. Could have.
Literally.
But you fumbled it. And you know who
Literally.
picked that up? Ciara.
So, and not even just Ariana, Olandria.
Yeah.
Like, I need Ciara to ascend into stardom like Ariana did and Olandria is now.
Yeah.
Ciara up next.
She is. It's her turn.
And she's like a good human being, so I'm like happy that she...
She deserves that part of it. If this had to happen, there needs to be something positive to come out of it.
Yeah.
And she deserves that.
So I think that's everything with the Summer House tea as of right now. It's April Fool's.
Yeah. I wish this was an April Fool's moment where we can say gotcha.
I know.
But it's really happening, real time.
It's happening.
I mean, that's the main thing. Are those 4 individuals. You got your little sprinkles of other people, Carl and Bailey possibly dating. But I could care less about that.
Right,
No offense. Like,
right.
I don't really think that's going to last. That's fine. Whatever. KJ and Dara having beef. Just none of it matters to me anymore.
Who does Dara have beef with?
Bailey.
Oh, yeah, because Bailey's mouth. Yeah.
And Bailey just.
And then Ben.
And then
What
Ben.
happened with Ben? Him and Amanda were supposed to. I think it's going to come out that he actually did have feelings for Amanda, and I think Amanda brings it out. So that's kind of. We'll see. That's going to be weird.
Yeah.
Awkward. But what about Kyle? I feel for Kyle.
What about
Nobody
Kyle?
else cares, but I feel bad for Kyle. The severity of the situation. They were married, you know? It's like when you're married, it's a whole
And it's
nother
crazy
level.
because there's that whole other realm of, I know he cheated on her prior to marriage. Is there factual evidence of him cheating and having affairs while they're married?
Yeah, I don't know, but I
If
wouldn't
there
put it past
are,
him.
now it's not to even a score, but it's like now they both did it. Y'all messy as hell.
Yeah, and it could be something that she knows about that she just kept to herself because I could see her doing that.
Yeah,
so maybe she
100%.
just in her head is like, our marriage is a sham. You've done so much to me. Like I can do whatever I want,
And then here she goes.
and she doing it. But what about Ciara? Like, that's Kyle, but like, what does Ciara do to you?
Right. Again, why did you have to pick? You could have chose any man.
Literally anyone else on the planet.
Any man if you wanted to get back at Kyle.
Yeah.
For him hurting you over all these years. You could have chosen anyone.
Yeah.
And then to make it like, well, in reality TV, shut up. Just shut up.
I know. But okay, so we'll still follow the story. We'll let y'all know if anything else breaks.
Yeah. Because at this point, it's like a day-to-day stuff
I know.
is happening.
It's a day-to-day. I have to quickly edit this episode because I want to launch it like maybe tonight. We'll see.
There we go.
But thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.
Stay real.
Peace.